Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being here, and thank you, Hassan, Group CEO of Al Ain Farm, for being with us. You know, when we talk about food, we're really talking about something very deep and personal. It's not just about what we produce, it's about the trust people place in us every day. And what is exciting is how data now gives us a new way to strengthen that trust by listening better, understanding what consumers truly value, and shaping products that fit real lives. You know, from the Ministry of Economy and Tourism, we see this as a key part of building a competitive and resilient food ecosystem. Through the UAE Food Cluster, our goal is to connect companies like Al Ain Farm, who are leading innovation on ground, and government and academia and international partners. And you know, one thing is what is really inspiring, that this is the same spirit that built Al Ain Farm, a company born from the late Sheikh Zayed's vision, and still driven by the idea that nourishing a nation starts with understanding its people. So today, our session is how data and consumer insights can drive these innovation, improve efficiency, and ultimately support national priorities. So Hassan, I'm looking forward to hearing more in this data and the insights you will give us today. Let's start. How do you decide which insights to trust and act on when different data sources tell different stories?
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Mariam. It's a true honor to be here with you, participating in such an interesting conversation. And I hope over the next 20, 30 minutes, we'll be able to share knowledge and expertise for the benefit of the industry. Allow me, before I answer your question, is to share a lesson learned that it's quite related to what we are going to discuss today. What I've learned over the years that food business is deeply personal. And as you rightly said, it is not only about the products that we produce. It's about the trust that the consumer places on us every single day. I have, at Al Ain Farms Group, I have the privilege of leading a team who's been part of Al Ain Farm Group for more than 40 years. And who's been actually part of Al Ain Farm story. That story began with the Sheikh Zayed, his Sheikh Zayed vision to nourish the people with quality and care every single day. And that vision actually gives us purpose. But what is fascinating me and what I'm truly passionate about is how consumer insights and how data keeps us closer to that vision every single day. To answer your question, we at Al Ain Farms, when we say data, we mean macroeconomics, we mean consumer, we mean retailer and e-commerce platforms outcomes, we mean feedback from our salespeople, we mean, most importantly, the feedback of the focus groups. And we basically look at the full picture. We try to analyze the data to understand people's life. What do they eat? What do they drink? How do they enjoy food? Our process is very simple. We start with segmentation, and that segmentations, we identify lifestyles, we identify the drivers or the values behind their choices, and we move to validation. Validation through taste panels, through in-store observations, and then we move to the review stage. And the review stage basically puts everything together in a framework that connect value, price, pack size, and we call it in our terminology revenue growth management. Mariam, this 360 approach gives us clarity. Allow me to give you an example of how this works. Our segmentation analysis revealed that there is a growing trend for healthy products. But the real message behind that was that people simply wanted to enjoy what they love without guilt. And that was the main trigger for us to launch the first UAE sugar-free, lactose-free Greek yogurt, and the first sugar-free juice range, which quickly become parts of household favorites. So it is about turning the data into an understanding, and turning the understanding into an action that affects people's lives.
You know, it's really amazing. We see how you introduce these products. You really connect with people and you connect with their lifestyles.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's really amazing. My question here is, how do you turn those emotional insights like these into a business success stories?
Oh, thank you for the question, actually. I can share one of my favorite examples with you, actually. When we wanted to launch milk in a glass bottle, it made no sense. It's high cost, it's a short shelf life, but when we listened to consumer, we found an incredibly powerful message. It reminded them with their childhood. It reminded them with the trust and authenticity. And that is exactly where emotional connection made a success.
You know, there's a story that there was this product we connected when we were children, and then suddenly it disappeared out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And it gave, like we were searching for it, and we were looking everywhere. We would do anything to have it back.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely. And that's why exactly what I meant by saying that the food business is deeply personal. Probably you can find different packaging with the same taste, but you are personally attached to that. You know, Mariam, when it comes to food, people goes with habits. It takes them just a few seconds to pick a product from the shelf. Maybe that does not apply to other kind of procurement. If you're buying a watch, for example, it will take you 2 weeks to look at this watch and that. But it is about the trust and the good experiences that we build with the people. And that's what we call it basically brand loyalty.
in this case, like if you got this product out of the market and you think people really wants it, what do you do in your case? Like, do you listen to the local community? Because we are we are minority. You can know the locals are minority. So how can you approach this? How can you target the right people to know if your product will be effective or we want them back?
Well, basically, Mariam, I mean, as you said, there is a plenty of personal preferences. I mean, certain product could be required by a segment. But again, when you, and it's of course, it's our duty to listen to the people, to know what they want, and to put on the shelf what is actually meets the requirement. But again, probably what we heard today this morning from Mr. Saleh Lota is basically we have in UAE in particular, we have a country of 200 nationalities. And when it comes to food, it's a personal choice. So it's very difficult actually to put a product that would meet the taste profile of a 200 nationalities. And of course, we try as much as we can. See, it is part of our values that we listen to consumers. We do everything we can to fulfill even the policy directions. Yesterday, I was having a chat with His Excellency Ahmed Al-Khazraji, Ahmed Al-Khazraji, yeah. And I'm aware of a lot of policy change that is going to happen very recently to guide people into a healthy directions. All what we can do between regulators and companies is to provide access to healthy food or to provide access to healthy lifestyles. And then it comes to the people choice. They will choose this product or another product.
Okay, you know, when we talk about emotional insights, how do we turn insights into action? Having data is one thing, you know, but knowing when and how to act on it, it's really what makes it a difference. So I know Al Ain Farm has faced those moments, like when data suggested a product might not work, but your team trusted human insights and it became a success. So how do you balance data with experience when making tough decisions, especially when the signals don't all agree?
Okay, so actually, Mariam, it happens often. Data doesn't always agree with itself. Allow me to share with you another example where we really wanted to discontinue lactose-free milk from the shelf because the sales data were showing us that it is not performing well. And then when we compared the product itself to the competitors, we found that this exact same product is selling well. And then we tested the focus group. There was nothing wrong with the product. And then when we further analyzed, we found that it's not about the product itself. It's about the visibility and it's about the timing. So when we took an action, the product becomes sellable anymore. And that's what I want to highlight is it's not the amount of data what matters. What matters is to know what relevant piece of data you use in making a decision and you take the right action for it.
Okay, I want to talk on another side is sustainability. You know, sustainability now, it's important. It's really a responsibility, actually. We reduce waste to improve efficiency. We strengthen local supply demands. I know Al Ain Farm has done some great work in this area, from developing packaging and sustainability matrix to producing your own pet and proforms to cut imports and support national food security. I know you have been doing great work and great, amazing job to driving this. So I want to know how data helps you drive sustainable across your products and operation, from packaging to logistics.
Well, thank you, Mariam, for this question. Probably sustainability would require a separate session by itself. But what I can say here that data plays a big role in our sustainability journey. It keeps us accountable and it keeps us efficient. I'll shed light on two of the examples where data actually helped us to make very effective sustainability decisions. Our packaging sustainability matrix measures the environmental impact of every format we use. And that actually, it shows us when actually we can move into rPET, which is recyclable PET, and or any other lighter material without compromising quality. I can also refer to another example, which is optimizing routes and waste reduction. It's completely built on operational data. Every month we sit and we review data and we see how we can do these things in a better way. For us at Al Ain Farms, data and sustainability goes hand in hand. Data gives you direction and sustainability gives you purpose. I'm really proud to announce today that yesterday actually we have signed with a great government initiative, NECMA. And NECMA, as some of you might be aware, the target of NECMA initiative is to reduce waste by half till 2030. And we have already signed a memorandum of understanding to share data with them so we can together form working groups to take actions and reduce waste and contribute to the sustainability objectives.
We are actually working a lot with NECMA as the Ministry of Economy and Tourism. We have a circular economy committee that actually help create policies to reduce food and food waste, and this is a really amazing initiative and good move.
It's our duty as a national company to support these government objectives.
So, and I want to now look ahead. Let's say the way companies use data, it's changing very fast. So it's not longer about tracking performance. It's more about predicting what is next. Now with AI, and with the predictive analytics and smart tools, we see how technology can help companies anticipate consumers' needs even before they appear in numbers. So I'm curious to know how Al Ain Farms is preparing for the next stage with AI coming in.
Thank you, Mariam, for this question. At Al Ain Farms, we use predictive models built on SAP applications and to forecast demand, manage inventory, reduce waste. But of course, as you rightly said, the future is AI. We hope that AI would will anticipate change before we see them in sales reports, or would early highlight a preference to a certain ingredients, of course, at an early stage. AI is a journey of continuous learning. It starts from being descriptive, and then it moves to become diagnostic, and then it goes to become predictive, and then it becomes prescriptive, and then it becomes prospective and automative. And I hope that we are part of that journey, and we hope that we will reach to the end state of the AI journey. But since you asked me about the future, and I really believe that the future is not only tools, is not only application. The future is also related to the people, to the how we actually become to prepare the future generations. And on that, actually, I'm also very proud to announce that Al Ain Farms in the Abu Dhabi Global Week, we have signed with Khalifa University. And there are two main objectives of that collaboration: to focus on innovation and to focus on giving the opportunity to the new generations with a practical experience to translate challenges into opportunities.
You know, AI has its benefits, but it also, even technologies has its benefits, and it also has its weak points. Let me give you a story about when we went to Switzerland.
Yes.
We went to went to Juvedan's lab, and we saw, actually they do lab-grown oranges. It's without nutrition value. They do lab-grown, whatever there is, even with taste, smell, and everything. So how can this affect what you are doing?
Okay. See, thank you so much for this question. This is one of the hot topics, Mariam.
Yes.
Everybody talks about alternative proteins. Everybody talks about lab-grown foods. And probably people looks at it as a replacement of the sources of food we have today. In fact, I participated in different discussions, and I strongly believe that there is no one source would replace the other. They would definitely complement each other. Now, if we look at the of the lab-grown food, till now, you can produce protein, but it's very difficult actually to convert that protein into all types of food applications. I fully understand that there are some successful attempts on that, but yet it did not meet the taste profile, and there is also the consumer acceptance. We in Al Ain Farm, we strongly believe that we need to go both. We need to continue with the traditional sources of food, but as well as we need to complement that with all the new science and technology. But and of course, that will have multiple objectives. It will serve sustainability objectives. But if you look at it, I mean, nobody talks about achieving 100% sustainability in the next year. This cannot be. We would be over-promising if we're saying that. What we're talking about, what we need to think of is that we need to be part of the sustainability journey over the next 15 years. And we, as Al Ain Farms, I can assure you that we are very serious about it, and it's part of our values. But to go specifically to answer your question, yes, there is a lot of science into homegrown food, and in my opinion, it will complement what we have. It will not replace.
Thank you. Thank you for this. You know, it's truly insightful to have this conversation. I like
Thank you.
it's very easy.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mariam.
And what really stands out from this conversation is that data by itself, it's not what drives success, it's how we use these
Absolutely.
data.
Data is of no use if you don't know how to use it.
So I don't know if you want to add anything more, if you have anything else to add to this conversation.
Well, thank you so much. All I would say that we are in Al Ain Farms as we are proud as a national company to encourage fast learning, smart execution, and long-term resilience in the food sector. I've really enjoyed the conversation with you, Mariam.
Thank you, Hassan.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you.